Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen. Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
É isso mesmo, coloque para fora. Isso lhe ajuda?
So we're working out your fear with a stick.
Less talking, more hitting. Piece of fade, piece of crap! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Sente-se melhor?
And that works for you?
Yep.
All right then.
É, né? Cada um, cada um.
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
Tornamos as coisas melhores. Não consegue adivinhar? Não existe um plano exatamente.
Maybe there is no plan. We get the world we make, nothing more.
Ou talvez exista um plano, mas esse plano não é algo que controla completamente as nossas vidas. São regras de um jogo, digamos assim.
Then how do we determine the right choices to make? I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Esses são objetivos admiráveis, Cassandra.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
Você me guia. Não, calma, Cassandra, não posso mentir pra você. Obedeça a minha consciência, eu invento na hora. Eu faço o que deve ser feito. Obedeça a minha consciência, Cassandra.
I'm guided by what my conscience tells me.
Your conscience must speak more clearly than mine.
I doubt it, but I do my best.
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
É. Sei lá. Obrigado, Cassandra.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
How you doing?
Você queria beber? Ou gostaria de
Said we should go
beber?
get some drinks and meet your company.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Ele nunca para com isso? Como quer que lhe chame?
Do you prefer Krem or Cremisius?
Grem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers.
666?
We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, Chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, Krem.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Por que se passar por homem? Você é uma mulher?
Wait, are you? I didn't realize.
You didn't? Well, great. Now we can all talk about it.
In Kunadar, Krem would be an Akunatlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Krem. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the charges, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
É um grupo e tanto, sim é. Vamos investigar, peraí. De onde você é, Durão?
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Por que deixou seu clã da Lixiana?
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
Você é um curandeiro remendo.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Como chegou aqui, retalhadora?
So, how do you join the charges?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Sinistro, qual é a sua história? Todos eles são interessantes, né?
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain. Something like that.
É um grupo e tanto.
You really take in anyone, don't you?
Anyone who can carry their weight in a fight.
And who can put up with your bullshit, Chief?
No man can beat the chargers, cause we'll hit you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with loose hearts and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, the horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
Vamos ver se ele tem mais alguma coisa a dizer.
How you doing?
Conte-me sobre Cererron. Por que Touro de Ferro?
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the Qun. Just, I don't know, job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Mas por que esse nome, Touro?
Why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
Quem é Sereron?
Can you tell me more about Saharan?
Sereron.
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Tal-Rashath, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
Fale-me dos guerreiros... Fale-me sobre os nativos de Sereron. Sereron.
What are things like for the natives of Saharan?
I remember one guy. He made these things. Fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talk to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
E o que aconteceu?
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
Contato direito não, contato direto. Acredito. Fale dos guerreiros da névoa.
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
Você parece impressionado.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
Fale-me sobre os Tal-Vashots.
Tell me about the Tal-Vashoth.
Shots.
Canary can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun. They go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Então você não é Tal-Vashoth?
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit. I am nothing like them.
Conte-me sobre Tevinter.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
Qual é o problema de Tevinter?
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
Adeus, touro de ferro.
See you later, Bull.
Bem, agora a gente vai para a missão principal. Vai tentar salvar a Imperatriz de um assassinato planejado pelo Corações, se não me engano. Mas antes disso, a gente vai usar nosso ponto de benefício. Vamos ver no que a gente vai gastar dessa vez. Bem, dessa vez eu vou usar a seção da Inquisição para adquirir mais 15 espaços no meu inventário. Atualmente eu posso carregar até 75 itens, agora eu vou poder carregar 90. Pronto, adquirido. Eu vou dar uma passada rápida por cada habilidade que pode ser adquirida através dessa mesa de guerra, para poder dar uma visão para vocês básica do que vocês podem conseguir também quando jogar. Eu não vou comentar, eu só vou passar, aí vocês pausam e leem as que interessarem vocês. Vamos lá. E essas foram as habilidades de benefício ligadas à força. Agora vamos ver segredos. Vamos, Liliana, continue seus segredos. Pronto, vimos segredos, agora vamos para conexões. E a última parte é a da Inquisição. Conhecimento histórico, alfaiataria antivana, talvez eu devia ter falado, né? Eu devesse ter falado. Alfaiate da corte imperial, frascos de vidro temperado, treinamento exclusivo, cavalariço Denet. Isso aqui foi adquirido com uma side quest. Então, o nível máximo da Inquisição não é 10. Como eu disse, talvez, acho que em outro vídeo. Você pode continuar subindo, basta acumular pontos de experiência fazendo side quests ou quests principais. Às vezes até coletar um documento do códice já meio que lhe dá pontos de experiência para a Inquisição também. Aí quando chega até um certo ponto de acúmulo, você sobe de nível e ganha 1 de benefícios. Eu espero que eu tenha falado tudo sobre isso. Agora vamos para a missão principal. A missão principal vai se passar em Orlé, e ela se chama Olhos e Corações Maldosos. Vamos ler a descrição. Um assassino está atrás da Imperatriz. A sua morte faria Orlé mergulhar no caos, tornando-a um alvo fácil para Corypheus. No Palácio de Inverno de Halam-Shiral, Selin está organizando discussões de paz disfarçadas de grande baile com seu primo rebelde, o Grão-Duque Gaspar. Todos os nobres do Império vão comparecer, tornando o lugar ideal para o assassino de Corypheus atacar. Podemos arrumar um convite e impedir que ele destrua Orlé se nos apressarmos. Nível recomendado de 12 a 15. A gente está no nível 18, então vai ser canja. Vamos lá.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Selin will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Investigar. Conte-me sobre Gaspar, conte-me sobre Briala, conte-me sobre Selin. Por que não mandar um alerta? Parece mais óbvio.
We need to go to the peace talks. The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but...
It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
Será que o próprio
It's
guarda?
better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
Conte-me sobre Selin.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Selin is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Selene is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
Gaspar é herdeiro de Selin?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
É muito a se considerar.
You've given me plenty to think about.
With Gaspard and Selene's armies entrenched, we cannot openly march troops to the palace.
My agents will ensure your soldiers get inside. But it must be a few at a time to avoid attention.
Understood. Just give the word, and we'll begin.
Vamos lá.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies, or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Nossa.
Inquisitor Trevelyan, it is an honor to meet you at last. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Olhos.
Seria impressionante. Que imperador é esse?
Which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
If we keep watch, he may appear. Probably by the brandy. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
Não estou aqui pela festa, vamos ser diretos.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, Gaspard. Finding him is my priority.
Are you serious? That is a grave allegation, my friend. A foreign power meddling now, of all times? I have no doubt this Tevinter is hiding within the ranks of the Elven delegation. They're up to something. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Espero que haja mais dados.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy.
That Ambassador Briala used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake. If anyone in this room wishes Celine harm, Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason. Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor.
Ele usa uma armadura com pele de dragão? Que estranho, né? Vocês viram?
Is that the Inquisitor?
The mage? No, there must be some mistake.
From the Circle of Ostwick, so they say.
Aprovação da corte. Com poucas exceções, nobres e magos não se misturam. Os olhos da corte veem você com suspeita. Bem, nessa parte do jogo a gente vai ter que ter a maior descrição possível mesmo para poder não conseguir a desaprovação da corte. Porque se a gente conseguir ser desaprovado, ou seja, estão vendo esse medidor aí no canto superior direito da tela, que está 30 de 100 agora? Se esse medidor chegar a 0, a gente é expulso da festa. Eu já fui expulso uma vez. E a Imperatriz é assassinada. Então a gente tem que tomar cuidado. A primeira coisa que eu vou fazer é falar com essa mulher nobre aqui para habilitar uma side quest.
Pardon me, my lord. You haven't seen a ring lying around, have you? It was a gift from the Countess Montbéliard, enchanted by the Fomari. I cannot go into the ball without it.
Parece sério, ele é valioso, parece sério.
That's a terrible predicament.
If the Countess finds out, make her have mercy. Should you happen upon it, I beg you, let me know.
E a outra coisa que a gente tem que aprender a satisfazer todas as vontades desse pessoal da corte. Mesmo que seja alguma coisa mesquinha, algum sentimento mesquinho que eles estejam manifestando na nossa frente, o melhor é a gente concordar com eles, porque senão a gente vai conseguir pontos de desaprovação com isso. Então aqui eu fiz esse favorzinho para essa mulher nobre, aí eu já vou conseguir ganhar 5 pontos de aprovação, se eu não me engano.
What am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
É encontrar, senhora. Ó, você conquistou a aprovação da corte, o que geralmente é resultado de sutileza, nível de entretenimento das pessoas ou de manter as aparências. Quanto mais alto seu nível de aprovação da corte, melhor.
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure! I cannot believe you found it. Enjoy the party.
Agora a gente vai subir. Vai entrar na festa mesmo. No castelo.
A moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Terei cuidado.
I'll keep my guard up, don't worry.
The game is like wicked grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Firdiaman.
Avise os outros também.
Might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Especially Sarah. Maybe tell her twice.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. Andraste watch over us all.
E estamos no Palácio de Inverno. Vamos subir. Olha, Gaspar aqui. Gente, que peruca horrível. Uma peruca e uma máscara misturada.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan of the Ostwick Circle of Magi. Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the Mage Underground.
He is so full of it. That's not how it went.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena.
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed. Hero of Orlais. Right hand of the Divine. The Lord Inquisitor's elven servant, Solus. Her Ladyship, my bulls each, of course. Sir Cullen Stanton Rutherford of Homley, Commander of the Forces of the Inquisition. Former Knight Commander of Kirkwall. Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court. Veteran of the 5th Light, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and Left Hand of the Divine. And Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
A Liliana não tá usando o capuz, vocês perceberam? Ela está aparecendo mais como ela aparece no Origins. Oh. Esta velha Liliana.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
Então a gente tem que procurar sempre manter as aparências. Da última vez eu cheguei chegando, não deu certo. Perdi 15 pontos. Então vamos manter as aparências. É uma honra, senhora.
Delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Haram Shiral?
É adorável, minha senhora. Não consigo fazer jus a ele. É adorável.
I've never seen anything to equal the winter.
Nossa, que sorriso falso.
We hope you will find time to take in some of its beauties. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Tell me, Yvette, how are my mind? I'm being good at it.
Vou tentar ser mais direto, até porque parece ser uma missão longa. Vou só falar aqui com a Sarah, vamos ver.
I have heard they are the finest in the Empire.
He's a she.
Such a
As a bastard. Extra toes. What a fun, close marrying crowd.
Como está se enturmando?
Making any new friends?
Not likely. I'm watching them watch you. They're all glances and titters. Not sure if they're allowed to like you yet. Pathetic.
Alguma dica dos seus amigos?
Any hidden treasures from friends of your little network?
You mean, do any of the servants ferrying tarts between these windy tits hate them enough to give up a stash or two? I'm not saying yes, but wait, yes I am. There's some good stuff hidden around. Keep an eye out.
Tem ideia sobre os suspeitos?
Any thoughts on who we're investigating?
The Empress is pretty. It'd be fun to drink and kill stuff with Gaspard. Briala is friggin' funny. Elves, elves, elves. But it's really a pissing match with an old lover. Don't know the rest, but that explains a lot. They're all lying, but Celine's nice to look at. Good thing we're here to save her neck.
Olha.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
Essa Briala, ela já foi amante da Celine. Ou há boatos, na verdade, de que ela já foi amante da Celine, por isso ela tá meio querendo se vingar de alguma forma dela, talvez.
Good. I was hoping I would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
Controle mental mágico?
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Bem, agora a gente vai ter que investigar os agentes da Briala. Ó, a gente tá perto da entrada do castelo, estão vendo? Ou do palácio, sei lá. Foi aqui, aqui é o primeiro lance de escadas que eu subi. Aí agora eu vou tentar entrar por aqui pra ala de hóspedes, se eu não me engano. Acho que é assim que eles chamam. Ó, ala de hóspedes. E eu vou tentar investigar os agentes da Briala, como eu já tinha falado. Não é por aqui. Que placa é essa? Ah, é só pra ler mesmo. Rápido. Servo sussurrante.
We are not serving drinks. Order someone else.
Libere as informações, servas.
We are not serving drinks. Order someone else.
Escute uma conversa entre servos às escondidas. Talvez eu consiga, encontrar um ponto para ouvir a conversa delas.
in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuette.
É. Vamos continuar investigando. Olha os solos aqui, não vou falar com ele. Hã?
Interesting. Just gossip.
Não é nada aqui.
Gaspar is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
He should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Vassalo do Conselho de Arautos. Será que eu posso falar com ele? Peraí.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspar's betrayal.
Aí, aqui nessa situação, eu queria falar até isso aqui, como eu falei da vez passada, mas eu perco 15 pontos de apreciação da corte se eu falar, então vamos concordar com ele. Felipe é um imbecil.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. Tonight of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspar's death threats to the Council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me, right? You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Oi, ganhamos 10 pontos. Eba. Duque Germain, conselho. Vamos ver o que isso tem a dizer.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
Gaspar é seu sobrinho? Vamos falar primeiro boa noite. Não, isso aqui acho que é pra sair. Gaspar é seu sobrinho? Olha, 15 pontos, isso é bom.
Always a difficult child, Gaspar. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
Você viu alguma coisa? Será que eu vou receber desaprovação?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
Conte-me sobre a guerra. Ai, 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 que medo de falar besteira.
Can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal and terrible and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Another time, my lord.
Que é isso que brilhou? Um compêndio do teatro orlesiano. Interessante. Oh.
Interesting. Well, that's useful.
Foi, é. Tem várias coisas pra fazer aqui, mas é tudo muito arriscado de fazer porque a gente tá nesse joguinho da corte, é difícil.
My Lord Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
Não pode falar coisas estranhas, então. Que bom receber notícias dela.
I'm always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspar is defeated.
Sentiram o cheiro da maldade? Ela quer minha ajuda com isso? É uma afirmação. É muita bondade dela.
It's a generous offer.
The Empress believes wholeheartedly that the Inquisition is our best hope for peace in these difficult times.
She looks forward to cementing a formal alliance.
As soon as Gaspar is out of the way.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
Ela tem que fazer alguma coisa aqui ainda, peraí. Tem que ouvir os servos. Ó o servo aqui. Será que eu posso ouvir por detrás? Não. Vamos afastar eles para uma zona onde eu possa ouvir.
You don't want to be here, stranger.
He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours.
He went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Briala we have a situation.
Vasculhe a ala dos hóspedes por um selo de cilindro escondido. Sabe-se lá onde está.
Interesting.
Did you hear what Gaspar said to Germain? He's all...
Se eu não me engano, tá aqui.
Well, well. What's this?
Investigações em Halamchiral, pistas. Tem uma lista do que várias pessoas fizeram durante esse período do horário aí. Briala, precisamos de apoio imediatamente aqui. Tem algo errado, sim tem. Guarda Imperial.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
Ok. Agora a gente precisa ainda investigar os agentes de Briala, mas em outro lugar, vamos ver. Acho que agora eu tenho que ir por aqui. Oh, quem é essa pessoa?
This is a private conversation.
Ah, ok, entendido. Eu poderia ouvir essa conversa, mas também é uma coisa meio perigosa. Tem que se poupar aqui. Ai, meu Deus, eu vou ter que escalar, será? Lá... eu acho que eu vou ter que escalar e ouvir a conversa do povo mesmo, lá em cima. Olá, senhora Barda. Você não trabalhava para a Inquisição? Aí, como eu tô fazendo uma coisa que é proibida, a minha aprovação da corte vai começar a cair. Ó, aprovação da corte. Explorar além dos limites do palácio pode render recompensas. Mas cuidado para não ir longe demais. Quando você se ausenta da festa, as pessoas notam e seu nível de aprovação da corte cai. Bem, eu dei uma sondada na área rapidamente. E eu vou poder pegar algumas coisas ainda, mostrar como pega pra vocês. Aqui tem uma estatueta de Hala, coisa que é bem raro de se encontrar aqui. Aí, além da estatueta de Hala, tem aquilo, a conversa pra se escutar, né, que vocês viram ainda agora. Vamos ver.
Interesting.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With Gaspard and that elf woman here, the only one playing to win is Celine.
Mais uma conversa.
You only say that because you fancy the Empress's sped up estate. It sickens me to think of the chaos those Maleficarum are causing across the Empire.
Even you cannot deny that the Templars abandoned the faithful in their darkest hour. How can you condone that? They are the ones who should be brought to heel, if you ask me.
Agora a gente vai usar a estatueta de Hala para ralar aqui na porta. Investigações em Halamchiral, pistas. Celine, quem escreveu isso foi o Gaspar. Podemos discutir isso como adultos, não podemos? Nós dois sabemos que a arma à disposição da Briala pode não apenas mudar os rumos de nossa guerra, mas de todas as guerras. O Império precisa controlá-la. Acredito que concorde com isso. Ela é agora uma ameaça a Orlé maior do que qualquer outra coisa. Se eu e você trabalharmos juntos, podemos arrancar esse controle dela. Não se iluda que ela está aberta a negociações ou diplomacia. Você a conhece melhor do que ninguém e sabe que isso é impossível. Gaspar. Aí tem um baúzinho aqui também, ou sei lá, um cofre. Aí a gente vai entrar na biblioteca agora. E aqui na biblioteca, a primeira coisa que a gente vai fazer é pegar encontrar essa passagem secreta aqui, ó. Aí a gente entra na passagem secreta, pega uma carta. Investigações em Halamchiral, pistas. Dama M. Não sei quem é M. Preciso de você ao meu lado esta noite. O contratempo na ala real me convenceu de que não há um lugar seguro dentro do palácio. Não espero que meu primo use magia, mas não me surpreenderia se ele provocasse outra infestação, já que a encantadora da corte não está aqui para me ajudar. Preciso de me apoiar inteiramente em você, não há mais ninguém em quem possa confiar. Celine. Aí a gente vem aqui nesse fogo espiritual. Ó, e tem um negócio com esse sino também agora. A gente se atrasar um pouquinho é chique, né? De acordo com a etiqueta do jogo. Se eu me atrasar só um pouquinho, eu ganho pontos com a corte. É bizarro isso, né, gente? Bem, eu vou vir aqui só pra pegar esses itens rapidinho, correndo mesmo. Vocês tem que correr também se for fazer isso. Tem mais alguma coisa? Só mais isso. Aí agora eu vou correr pro salão do baile. Ó, eu ganhei 10 pontos de aprovação por estar um pouco atrasado. Agora eu vou ter que correr. Cadê minha magia do tempo pra me ajudar, né?
Será que eu vou conseguir chegar a tempo antes do terceiro sino? Ah, não toca terceiro sino, vai.
Tá aqui, salão do baile.
Well, well. What have we here? The leader of the new Inquisition. Fabled herald of the faith, delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste.
Acho que eu conheço essa também.
What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
Ela lembra a Lulu de Final Fantasy X, mas acho que ela aparece no Origins também. Tenho negócios urgentes aqui. Sim.
I'm here on important business concerning the entire Empire.
As am I, it seems. I am Morrigan. Some
do
call me
Origins.
advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
Espero que sim.
I hope so. I could use another ally here.
A sentiment I share, considering recent events.
Recent events?
Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet, if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
A Imperatriz está salva agora? Por que você o matou? Não, isso não é interessante. Sei qual porta ela abre, não sei não. Talvez eu investigue isso.
I may find the time to try a door or two.
Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
Bem, agora eu vou ao grande salão de baile para fazer algumas coisinhas e ganhar mais alguns pontos de aceitação da corte. Primeiro eu vou falar com a Leliana.
Look at Lady Cambian's slippers, trimmed with pearls and emeralds. And those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
A gente vai usar as informações que a gente encontrou no castelo para ganhar mais pontos com a corte, de alguma forma.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
Ok, conversaremos depois.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Ó, ganhamos acho que uns 10 pontos na corte.
I heard Celine was having the entire wing refitted.
Agora, a gente vai falar com as acompanhantes, as damas acompanhantes da Imperatriz.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We are always delighted to speak with you, of course.
Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
Eu descobri uma coisa. Tenho perguntas.
Perhaps you could tell me something then.
Quem são vocês, damas?
We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget.
My Lord Inquisitor, allow me to present Lady Couteau.
And Lady Colombe.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
Fale-me de Celine.
I'd like to know more about Empress Celine.
Her Majesty has held the throne since she was just 16 years old.
She is respected and beloved, not just in Orlais, but across Thedas.
She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
Vamos falar sobre uma aliança.
If the evening ends favorably for the Empress, how does the Inquisition benefit?
Her Imperial Majesty brings the might of the Olesian Empire with her friendship.
She is also a respected diplomat and world leader. She can forge alliances for you with Rivain, Antiva, the Underfells.
And she throws the best parties.
Ok, adeus.
Good evening.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade.
Agora a gente vai falar com a Briala, que tá bem aqui.
Inquisitor Trevelyan. Slumming even more than usual. I see. You've charmed some of the nobles. We'll see how long you can keep their favor. What brings you to me?
Investigar, vamos ver. Quero saber mais sobre você.
I had a question about you, Briala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. And so that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
Quem é você?
What's your story? How was an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celine and I have history. There was a time when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
Isso é incrivelmente sincero.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celine than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
Você e Celine eram amantes?
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger,
Pois é.
Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celine and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
Ok. Conversaremos depois.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Agora a gente tem que encontrar os aposentos dos servos. Isso foi uma side quest que a gente fez. Não sei o que vai render por enquanto, mas acho que valeu a pena fazer. Os aposentos dos servos acho que estão por aqui. É só descer essas escadas aqui, logo à frente, à direita. E aqui está.
This could be worth checking out.
Abra o menu do inventário para equipar armas e armaduras. Aqui a gente pode...
Caught in the middle of this crap. What fully qualified arsehole stops to kill a cook?
Nossa, mataram todo o pessoal. Toda a equipe. Enfim, aqui a gente vai poder trocar de equipamento e vai descobrir provavelmente o que está acontecendo finalmente. Vamos ver. Pronto, agora estão todos equipados e a gente vai investigar. Vamos examinar os cadáveres primeiro.
Must be the elves Briala's people are looking for.
Whoever did this ought to be down here somewhere.
Será que foi o primo da menina mesmo? A encantadora... A aposta tá lá, a Morrigan não pode ser, porque ela é boa, eu acho, né? Ou será alguém completamente de fora que tá por detrás disso tudo? Pegar diário surrado. Diário de uma serva intrometida. Desde que eu levei aquela caixa para os grandes apartamentos, 9 pessoas tentaram me perguntar sutilmente onde está o cofre, incluindo alguns cavaleiros, o 5º ajudante de jardinagem e um dos empregados da Grã-Duquesa. Não sou louco bastante para contar. O pessoal tá todo morto aqui já. Uma cozinha? Isso aqui? Cozinha do palácio, eu acho. O que é isso aqui? Pegar a estatueta de Hala. Como eu vou pegar? Subindo na mesa? Peguei! Descobrir os jardins. Vamos ver.
This was no servant. What was he doing here?
This guy's way too fancy to belong down here. What's his story?
The crest of the Chalon family. Duke Gaspard will answer for this.
Time to have a word with the Duke.
Quem é esse povo?
Predatory agent!
Tava faltando uma ação, né, pessoal?
Predatory were watching this approach. They're organized.
Acho que tem que seguir aqui pelos jardins, tentar voltar por algum caminho labiríntico. Nossa, tem quanto dinheiro espalhado por tudo quanto é canto e bastante até para os padrões do jogo. Opa, tem alguém aqui. Eu sei que tá rolando uma discussão sobre qual a melhor equipe de batalha pro jogo. Eu acho que isso tudo depende muito do jogador. Eu me sinto mais confortável com 2 magos, uma arqueira e uma guerreira. Mas dependendo do seu estilo de jogo, você pode preferir outra coisa. Pra mim, eu tenho me virado muito bem assim. Isso vai muito a seu critério. Isso é tão verdade que esse é aberto que o jogo permite você escolher montar o seu grupo, né? Senão seria uma coisa já definida. Que isso? Gerraves, mãe de Orlé. Dizem que devemos muito aos filhos da traição. Não. Não vamos perder o foco da história. Que isso?
Worth a look around, right?
Sei que o radar piscou por aqui. Ó, aqui. Moeda de capricho. Eu não sei pra que serve esse negócio. Nada. Vou logo pro objetivo. Cadê o Arlequim, minha gente? Estou procurando ele. Eu tenho que seguir o rastro de sangue? Será que eu vim daqui? Tô ficando louco. Vim daqui, sim. Louco sempre fui. Ai, meu Deus. Onde é que tá? Acho que deve estar por aqui o Arlequim, na sala de janta. Sei lá, uma conferência, sala de conferência jantosa. Não sei. Encontre a chave perdida. Eu preciso acessar um cofre. Aquele que a empregada lá de baixo, a serva lá de baixo, tava falando. Palácio de Inverno. Gente, pra onde é que temos que ir? Sai, Cassandra! Só acerta inimigos.
Fancy meeting you here. Shouldn't you be dancing, Inquisitor? What will the nobility say?
Olá, embaixadora.
Ambassador, we meet again.
Your reputation for getting results is well deserved. You cleaned this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Errol's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
Obra de Gaspar, acho.
Gaspard killed him, I think. The knife has a Chalon crest on the hilt.
I knew it. I knew he was smuggling in chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Alerte Selim. Gaspar não parecia desesperado. Vou impedi-lo. Vou impedi-lo.
You can try, but I'll stop him.
I wish you luck. Better than luck? I wish you success. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
Talvez eu faça isso.
I would consider such an alliance.
We can help each other, Inquisitor. We are both outsiders here, after all. I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
Oi, mulher, não vai se machucar
More
embaixo.
politics and double dealing. Is there anyone here who is not corrupt?
Call it politics or the game or whatever. That's personal hate. Ha.
Ai, Cassandra, desculpe, mulher. Tô tentando só fazer a coisa certa. O que tem aqui? Volte para o salão de baile para confrontar Gaspar. Pô, então era o Gaspar mesmo? Não podia imaginar isso. Quer dizer, eu imaginava, mas eu achava que era um pouco óbvio. Não sei. Ah, babá. Não.
Inquisitor Trevelyan. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Posso lhe ajudar?
Is there something I can do for you, Your Grace?
Indeed you can. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
Agora não.
I have other matters to attend to first.
I assure you, this discussion is your highest priority.
Ai, meu Deus. Eu achei ela estranha desde o início, mas vamos ver.
Are you not? How much do you know about our little war?
Diga-me você.
What do you think I ought to know?
My brother and my dear cousin have been at each other's throats for too long.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Concordo com isso.
I think I can agree with that, yes.
Then you have lifted a terrible burden from my heart, Inquisitor. The world is filled with doubt and uncertainty. Fear rules more hearts than any empire. I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspar, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Estou aqui para ajudar.
There's no need for concern. I've come here to help Orlais.
Helping Orlais has a variety of meanings depending on whom you ask. Kindness to some is cruelty to others. You cannot be a savior to them all. To some you must be a monster.
Mas que dancinha venenosa, hein?
Who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
Em quem você confia?
An excellent question. I might ask the same of you, Your Grace.
Vamos ser evasivos.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
Não estão todos?
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
Ai, meu Deus.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming. May Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
Nossa aprovação com a corte está baixíssima de novo. Preciso de uma bebida, Josephine.
That was bracing. I need a drink now.
You've spent too much time with the Grand Duke, I think.
Were you dancing with Duchess Floriane?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
Gaspar é o traidor. Aparentemente, né?
Gaspard's knife in the lower levels, used to kill a man. His sister confirms he's the traitor.
She offered up her own brother? She's more cutthroat than I realized.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat.
Then perhaps we should let her die.
Ei! O que quer dizer?
You have an idea, Leliana?
What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana?
Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
Ai, meu Deus. Qual é o melhor caminho, pessoal? Vocês são...
You're asking me to decide what's best for Orlais.
More than that. Whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of Thedas.
You cannot stop Corypheus without a decision. You must support someone, or all is lost.
Then we should support Celine. She is the rightful ruler. Why would we say otherwise?
Because she led Orlais to this point. I say Gaspard, provided his sister is wrong about him.
I would suggest Briala. She could bring true peace, not only to the Empire, but also to its elves.
This is, however, your
Gente, que bizarro. Como é que eu vou decidir isso? Preciso de mais informações, pessoal.
I can't decide this. Not yet.
You must. Even inaction is a decision, Inquisitor.
You could speak to Celine in the ballroom, but she won't act. Not without proof.
If Gaspard is guilty, he'll admit nothing. If he's innocent, he knows nothing. We need the truth.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the royal wing. That he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
Gente, essa missão tá mais tensa do que aquela do imaterial mesmo, né? Que ninhozinho de cobra. Encontre material na ala real para chantagear Briala. O radar tá pitando aqui, vamos pegar o que é. Deve ser uma moeda capricho. E vamos pra ala real. Ala real? É isso? É, ala real. Tem que subir. Fica no terceiro andar.
Interesting.
Não preciso de fofoca agora, cara. Sei. Isso aqui é pra entregar pra Leliana, mas eu tô mais concentrado na missão principal. É que brilha a porta. Então...
Room after room, and for what? Ruffle storage? Real useful.
Descobriu aposentos reais. Nossa, dá pro céu. Aquela porta ali brilhou. Ah, meu Deus.
Thank you.
Você está ferida?
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Ela estava quase certa. Conte-me o que você sabe.
There's a reason you distrust Briala. I want to hear it.
I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play revolution. But I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Ai, os outros elfos não sabem?
Something like that could destroy Briala, if it were known.
No. Some know she has a history with the Empress. But they believe she was just a faithful servant. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Knew it. I did. And I bet the hate made it feel real good.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Gente, será que então... Quem é o mais certo para escolher para governar? Oh, mais uma rala. Que missão difícil.
What's this then? Swapping all the gold leaf with diamonds, I bet.
Acho que é aqui.
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. Look at you. No one could expect a common mage to grasp even the simplest intrigue. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your
Sabia que você era estranho, moço.
Corações insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Ainda dá para terminar isso. Ele já está acostumado. Você não vai conseguir, não mesmo.
You won't get away with this, Florian.
But I already have. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill him and bring me his marked hand. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
Ai, monstrinho.
Just those tits. What was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
Você está seguro? Esses eram de fato demônios.
No more demons. It's safe.
Maker? I've never seen one that close before. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Você fala como um fereldano? Você acha que é por causa de uma dívida? Conte-me o plano de Gaspar.
Tell me everything you know.
The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Sticky, punsy cheesemongers.
Ai, venha trabalhar para mim. Está violando a trégua? Ficou surpreso por ter aceito? Preciso que você testemunhe. Venha trabalhar para mim, eu cuido dessa parte.
One that pays better? The Inquisition can always use a good mercenary company.
You hiring? I'm game. Anything's better than this bullshit. You want me to talk to the Empress, or the court, or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
Bem, agora tem que voltar para Cullen com as informações reunidas. Tá bom. Vou coletar só isso aqui. E eu vou transferir, acho que vocês, direto para lá.
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
Espere Floriane atacar. Detenham a Duquesa. Salve a vida de Selene e depois dê um jeito na Duquesa. Deixe a Imperatriz morrer antes de dar um jeito na Duquesa. Detenham a Duquesa. Vamos tentar salvar todo mundo.
Grand Duchess is the assassin. Don't let her anywhere near the Empress.
Duchess? At once, Inquisitor.
Desconfiei dessa senhora.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
Lords and ladies, as a nation, we mourn our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and lovers claimed by war. The sky is torn open. Our divine is dead. And many fear the end of all things comes upon us. Orlais must stand as a bastion, a bulwark behind which all Thedas may take shelter. So has it stood for 1,000 years. So shall it ever stand. This would not have been possible without the efforts of many. Dear cousin, please step forward.
Grand Duchess, stand down!
Nossa, gente.
Now! For Corypheus, kill them all!
Cullen, protect the people! Yes, Inquisitor.
Beaten at every turn. You stole the moment of my triumph, just as you stole the demon army from Merimond. And now you've chased a defenseless woman into the garden. Are you proud of yourself?
Indefesa você, Floriane?
You were about to murder the Empress. We both know you're not defenseless.
True. Even you couldn't fall for my helpless damsel act twice.
Eu não caí nem a primeira, mulher.
The night is through. All I need to recover is to kill you, Inquisitor. So good of you to attend my soirée.
Vem cá!
Come back! Watch out! It's up to something!
Eu não tô conseguindo usar magia, que triste. Voltou. Cadê, mulher? Ai, ai, ai. Me botou pra dormir a vaca. Au! Não sei nem de onde estão vindo os inimigos. Que luta legal. Acabou. A compensação de trepaner, né? Tudo fraco, 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 fraco. Volte para o salão de baile. Vamos voltar.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
I do deny it. I knew nothing of Florian's plans. But you knew it all and did nothing.
I don't know which is better. That you think I'm all-seeing, or that you're trying so hard to play innocent, and failing.
Enough! We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
Revele evidências dos crimes de Gaspar à Imperatriz. Use a evidência obtida sobre Gaspar para apoiar Briala. Acho que eu vou apoiar a Briala.
I wouldn't have caught Florian in time without Briala's help.
You were working together? Of course.
Gaspar estava ameaçando. Encontramos seu capitão. Gaspar estava ameaçando, estava sim.
Gaspard's been trying to bully the Council of Heralds into crowning him Emperor. I met a council attaché who can confirm it.
A few idle threats hardly make me a traitor.
Keep talking, Gaspard. Eventually you'll convince somebody.
Ele assassinou um emissário. Ele contratou mercenários.
His own mercenary captain will confirm that Gaspard brought hired thugs into the palace for an attack.
Mercenaries? So much for your chevalier honor, cousin.
Ele assassinou um emissário também.
And he murdered a council emissary in the servants' quarters. I found his bloody knife hidden near the body. Briala found all of this out for your sake, Celine.
In light of overwhelming evidence, we have no choice but to declare you an enemy of the Empire. You are hereby sentenced to death.
Gaspar é executado. Tentar uma reconciliação entre Selene e Briala. Gaspar é executado.
I think Ambassador Briala deserves some reward for uncovering all this.
For this service to the Empire, Briala, your previous treachery will be pardoned. But you will have to live in exile.
You're too kind.
Thank you, Inquisitor, for all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life, and Orlais owes you its future.
Sempre é difícil, né?
You have done a service for the Empire never to be forgotten, my friend. This piece is your doing. You truly are the instrument of Andraste. Orlais will never forget your part in this, nor will I. Lords and ladies of the court, the civil war which has plagued us is at an end. The Orlesian Empire is whole again. Those who drove us into war for selfish gain have been dealt with as traitors. Gaspard de Chalon is guilty of treason. He is no longer our cousin, and shall never again hold title or land in Orlais. We have lost enough. No more! Now, we can move forward to healing and restoration. In our hour of need, the Inquisition has faced these dangers beside us. It is the honor of Orlais to stand with Andraste's herald to end this crisis. And in ages to come, our children and grandchildren can say that we left them a brighter world. Will you address the court, my friend?
A paz deve ser nosso objetivo. O inimigo tem conexões. Esteja pronta para lutar. Qual? De novo. Acho que o inimigo tem conexões é o meio termo mais interessante.
Our enemy is clever. He manipulated the highest-ranking members of the court. If we want victory, we will have to fight him in more ways than one.
We of the court must use our resources. Not every battle is won on the field. But that is tomorrow. Tonight, feast, my friends. Enjoy our victory. There will be many more to come.
Oi, Lu.
The Orlesian nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor? 'Tis most fickle, after all your efforts on their behalf.
É bom ver você. Sim, é.
Everyone suddenly wants to talk to me. You, at least, I'm glad to see.
Then I have happy news, as you shall be seeing a great deal more of me.
Eba!
By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
Será que você vai poder fazer parte da equipe? Nossa, Solas. Finalmente, Solas. Você quer se juntar a nós?
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Celine knows you face an opponent who wields great magical power, which is far more important than her own curiosity. You will require my knowledge if you are to defeat such magic. Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
Bem-vinda a bordo. O que você sabe fazer? Eu sempre pergunto.
What skills do you have that would benefit us?
I have knowledge which falls beyond the realm of most mages. I suspect this is also true of Corypheus, thus it behooves you to add to your arcane arsenal, yes? Mundane knowledge will not bring the rift in the sky to a close, after all.
Você é uma maga de sangue?
When you say knowledge beyond the realm of most mages, do you mean blood magic?
I know many obscure, forgotten, and forbidden arts. Some of it you might consider blood magic, yes? Should thought of that frighten you, allow me to offer reassurance. Knowledge alone does no harm. What I possess I place at your disposal, to make use of or ignore as you desire.
Bem-vindo a bordo.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
Legal a Morrigan, né? Acho que eu curti. Ah, a Cassandra ficou com ciúme já.
I can't believe you escaped before me. A fat count insisted on talking about soup for 15 minutes. We can return to Skyhold whenever you like. The sooner the better. Is something wrong?
O pobre Duque. Mais problemas estão a caminho. Foi uma noite longa. Estou muito bem. Mais problemas estão a caminho.
This isn't over. Corypheus will strike back at us for this.
Of course he will. Then we will destroy him, as he deserves. We will need to put the soldiers at Skyhold on alert. Better to be safe.
Ainda não, vamos dançar. Vamos para casa. Preciso de um momento. Vamos dançar, Cassandra. Apesar de a Morrigan.
There is one thing we must do before we go. May I have this dance, Lady Cassandra?
A dance? After all we've been through tonight?
Can you think of a better way to celebrate?
I suppose this isn't terrible.